Hello there. Top to the morning to you. Welcome to your July 22nd through July 28th energy update and Akashic Records Rant with Tarot. My name is April Curry. I'm an Akashic Records reader and intuition development teacher, and I love teaching this shit. It is my passion. I love watching people's light bulbs go off. I love seeing them step into their power. It's a power that's always within you, that's innate within you, that's waiting to come out whenever you're ready. And I was just having this thought a few minutes ago. I was like, wow, what if everybody developed their intuition in the world, right? Think about every single person that you meet is all of a sudden intuitive. Life would be amazing. Like everybody would just be kind of in flow together. Imagine if Trump took an Akashic Records course. Just thinking. I'm like, damn. I think everybody would love him. Anyway, Anyway, I digress. If you are interested in developing your intuition and taking my Akashic Records courses, go to the description down below. Also, if you would like a reading, I have a recorded reading option, and then I also have a live on Zoom reading option. So go check it out. Go do the thing. Description. Go check out the description. Me steepler. Once again, I'm in a goofy mood. This is great. Also, I just came back from traveling a bunch and I caught a little bug. So if I sound a little stuffy, it's just because I'm passing some things through right now. So, all right, let's go ahead and tune in. July 22nd, Monday. So the first thing that I see is I'm managing money, I'm managing my relationships, I'm managing my life, I'm organizing, I'm managing my time. The feeling that I get from this is balance. Ultimately, Monday is all about achieving balance. How and what do I need to do in order to achieve balance? How is this affecting everyone? It feels like a lot of people are getting rid of things. They're getting rid of their spring cleaning, which it's summertime, but it feels like people are getting rid of a lot of things. There's also looking at your finances and seeing, okay, do I really want to spend money on this? What do I really want to spend money on? And reassessing relationships, seeing why relationships grab you in a certain way, and if you feel like that is healthy or not healthy, and finding healthier, more balanced ways of moving into relationships and partnership. But there is a lot of activity on Monday. There feels like there's a lot of take action energy around the things that I'm discussing. Man, my nose is really stuffy right now. What am I not aware of? I'm obviously aware of my nose. What are we not aware of for Monday? There's a lot of creative energy happening on Monday, so you might find new and creative ways to look at your life or organize your life. And I'm also seeing this sense of feeling appreciative, happy, excited. But on the other hand, there's this kind of subconscious layer that's behind everything in the distance that is a little scared. It's wow, this is a lot of change. Or there is also kind of I'm feeling more energy come in that's here to level you up. And there's integration, and there's purging and releasing. So that's still happening in the energy field right now. What can they focus on? What can they focus on Monday? I'm getting just free fall. Go for it. Have faith. Have faith. Do the things that you feel that you are supposed to do, not what you think you're supposed to do. This is going to set up all the frequencies and energies that you want in the future. Think of it like this. The foundation that you're building this week and Monday, feel into how good it feels to move forward in that direction. Pay attention to the vibration, not what the mind is saying. Pay attention to how you feel. If you feel good, just know that you're going to feel like this 5 years from now. Okay? If you're anxious, if you're creating something out of anxiety, you will carry the anxiety in to the next chapter. You really want to sit with this energy on Monday and assess, am I doing this? Do I feel good about this? Does this feel right? Yeah, that's what Monday feels like. I'm trying to see if there's any collective energy coming in. I just keep getting things about finances. Like, people are really looking at their finances. But this time it doesn't feel like there is a lot of fear collectively with finances. But when I'm tuning into the people that I'm reading for right now, it feels like you're just being responsible. You're taking responsibility and you're creating new goals that allow you more freedom later on. So I like that. All right, let's go ahead and go into Tuesday, July 23rd. So the first thing I got was, I can't get no satisfaction. So there are situations and things that are happening in your life where you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like it's coming in. I feel like it's coming in. But then some things fall flat and you're like, oh. And this isn't for everyone. This is just for a few people. For some of you, you're just not satisfied with your present moment, your current situation. And there tends to be a little bit of a pause energy on Tuesday where it's just like, okay, I'm looking at everything again. Like, how many times do I have to keep looking at this until I'm like, yes, this feels really good. I'm feeling really great about this. It's lining up. It's happening. So Tuesday has that energy. It's also really mellow. It kind of has a little bit of a melancholy vibe to it. Let me go ahead and go to the collective higher self and ask, what's going on here? Tuesday. What is this? Ride the ride. Ride the wave. It doesn't have to be so delayed. So what I'm getting about that information is, just because it feels like it's a delay doesn't mean it is. It's just a wave. It's just doing its thing. It's finding its place to and in your life. And in the wave, sometimes there's water that comes with, in the ocean, there's water that comes with, and then sometimes some of these water droplets like leave that flow. And by the energy going up and down, it's actually allowing you to release things that aren't for you while this is happening. This is a very interesting analogy, and I hope that made sense. What are we not aware of about Tuesday? I feel like that was just confirming that. Well, it's not like we weren't aware of that, but by the way, I read tarot intuitively, not traditionally. I'm just seeing like a lot of kind of apathy, contemplation. You might not be ecstatic about everything on Tuesday, but any advice here? But because you're looking at everything, you're reassessing, this is going to make Wednesday feel optimal. So let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see what Wednesday has to offer, July 24th. I don't know why Wednesdays the last few weeks have been like so like crescendo-y, like they're the peak of the mountain. But it feels busy, it feels active, it feels direct, it feels fast, feels like everything's coming in. Lots of, man, I got this, I'm back, this is who I am, but it's a different version of me. It's watching yourself be the new version of you, but also feeling like you have yourself back. You feel whole again, but there's a new quality that showed up too. So Wednesday feels active, but it's seeing yourself in this new light through action. Also, People will be asking people out on Wednesdays. For some of you, you might feel that you have the courage to take action on a relationship, take action on telling someone how you feel. Feeling extroverted, like Wednesday has the energy of extroversion and communication, free flowing, unhinged, liberated. This is the vibe. I'm liking Wednesday. Wednesday is feeling, like nothing is getting in your way. That's what Wednesday feels like. Collectively, I'm just picking up on a few things. There have been people in the collective that have been holding back, not really sharing with the world what they do. But on Wednesday, they get either the okay from a company, they get the confidence to express what they're doing. There are many people that have been innovating things in the background. They've been creating, and they haven't been sharing what they've been doing. It feels like Wednesday, there's an opening for this. Energetically, I'm feeling a door open where people begin to express what they've been working on, what their vision is. It doesn't have to be perfect either, but Wednesday has a big global collective energy for innovation door opening. And innovation can be, inventions, new modalities, new forms of therapy, new ways to manage government and finances. So that's a pretty big energy I'm feeling into. Also, you're going to see on Wednesday, there's some companies might actually shut down on Wednesday. I'm not getting specifics, but it has, oh, here you go. This is the Akashic Records. They said there is no more room for human error in regards to greed. Wow. So there are going to be doors closing. Wednesday is the energy of is the day that this energy begins to open, where doors will be closing on greed. So if there are corporations that you work for or that you're aware of that have greed-like qualities, which there's a ton of them, you might begin to see they are being met with resistance. Their progress is slowing, or they close. So in order to counteract this energy, they have to find a new way to emerge into not looking at things in a greedy way, but how can they help the collective. Wednesday is big. It's a big day. Thursday is a thirst for knowledge. Thirst for knowledge Thursdays. Sounds like Taco Tuesdays. It's like, yeah. I think I'll just I'll go get my my tea here since we're doing Thirst for Thursdays. I feel like I need to buy a Stanley cup just for Thursday. All right. What's going on? What does that represent? Yeah, there's a lot of creative energy happening this week. A ton of creative energy. Thursday feels like, okay, I have some things I want to do, some things I want to understand, or you're getting downloads about things that have never existed before. So Thursday feels like the day of organizing, contemplating, in a way of trying to learn new things. You might be looking for teachers that teach certain fields that day. You might just look on the internet and gain more knowledge about a topic. You will go up in your channel if you're a reader, or if you read yourself and the Akashic Records and try to pull things from the ethers like Einstein and just you have a thirst for knowledge that day. So a lot of people will love if you're opening up the Akashic records that day or the field. Know that that day there's going to be a ton of information available for us in the ethers. That's why it's so cool to be a reader. Imagine if you were a scientist, Albert Einstein did it. Imagine you're a scientist and you're inventing something or you're trying to understand a theory. You can just literally go up there on Thursday and get a ton of information that's not on the internet. Brand new stuff that hasn't been done in this universe. Which might have been done in other places, in other lifetimes. So that's Thursday. Also, for some of you in relationships on Thursday, it feels like you're working the kinks out. And when I'm saying working the kinks out, it feels like yourself. Like you're looking and evaluating yourself and seeing how you respond to relationships. This seems to be the theme for the whole week of watching your internal dialogue, watching how you react to relationships, not necessarily how you manage it externally, even though that would be secondary to what I'm sharing with you. A lot of you feel really inspired about a new career on Thursday. Yeah, a lot of good energy. What are we not aware of about Thursday? What are we not aware of about Thursday? Okay, so some of you will be battling mindset. And it's this lack mindset that okay, I'm just gonna be real with you. 11:11, it's 11:11 a.m. here. That's awesome. Boom. There has been a collective energy about lack mindset. And if you're an intuitive, you might take it on. And it has nothing to do with what your actual experience is. And so just have this in the back of your head that there is lack mindset being it's just kind of swirling around. And ultimately, it's up to you on how clear you keep yourself. There's also a lot of fear collectively and insecurity about what's going to happen in the future with the world. And so it's really important to pay attention to that. Know that it's not yours, release it, and look for the energies that you do want to be in presently and call those energies in. And that is going to keep you away from all the crap that attracts lack mindset stuff, or that lack mindset attracts. Oh, all right. Let's go ahead and go into Friday. Oh, one more thing. Thursday feels a little bit more brainy. So that's why it feels like some of these thought processes from the past are coming in, because you're matching the energy of a thought process. When we sit in the energy of the heart, we're able to transmute those energies, not match those energies, and we more sit in the energy of God, trust, faith, conviction, intuition, abundance. And so you just want to pay attention to those energies on Thursday. All right, Friday, July 26th, what's going on with you? Okay, so the day just talked to me like it was a person, because I talked to the day like it was a person, and it said, "Why are you talking to me like that?" I don't know. Let me do my thing. Friday. Friday, July 26th. So it feels really airy and flowy. It has a very receptive energy, a very feminine-like energy. It's about trusting and receiving. And the universe, God, source, wants you to know that everything is possible when you flow into this energy. All of creation can form and work with you when you work with this energy, when you flow with this energy. And so although Friday doesn't have a whole lot of words, it doesn't have a whole lot of action, you're actually doing a lot more work. Your ability to be more effective in life is 1,000 times stronger when you flow with this energy on Friday, instead of No, I can't do that. I have to do this. I have to do that. Da, 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 da. If you go out and do anything like that on Friday, it is going to feel, well, it will be a missed opportunity to gain universal white light God source energy to come into your body, to raise your frequency, to help provide abundance and opportunities and relationships into your life. So, highly recommend not being too busy on Friday and enjoy yourself. Find things, do things that make you happy. And from that, you're going to receive direct information and clarity that's going to come in on your purpose, on your relationships, on, where you're at right now in life. So you want to be present, be very present for it on Friday. And, even though it has this flow feminine energy to it, Friday also feels like the information and the things that you'll be gaining from that energy is going to have masculine qualities. It's going to propel you forward. It's going to all make sense. It's all going to align and give you direction. But you have to have a little bit more spaciousness in order to have this move forward. Any advice for us for Friday besides what I just said? Yeah, no, it's literally saying what I got. It's like, just go with the flow. Enjoy the ride. Friday is about enjoyment, basking. Like meditation would be great that day. Dancing would be great. Going on an adventure. Anything of that sort. And it's interesting. I'm getting stuff like everything's kind of on the back burner that day, even though what you're doing is actually bringing everything to the forefront. Friday's energy reminds me of Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta's energy, like, you would get like a message and then it would just be the opposite of. And it's like the energy is very flowy on Friday and it feels very feminine, but what's coming in is very masculine and action oriented. So yeah, that's Friday. All right, July 27th, Saturday. Some of you are going to be like off the chain on Saturday. I got that song, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to bring me down. It's like all these things in life, like in the world, are just like, hey, and you're just like, yeah, no, it's just not grabbing me. I'm good. Like, whatever. I get knocked down, but I get up again. And it's just like, oh, all right. For some of you, the last few months have been crazy. And the amount of resiliency that you have right now is bringing you into a state of peace that you have never experienced before in your life. Because you're like, if I can go through all of that, like, this is nothing. And some of the things that are happening in your guys' life right now are really hard. But your perception and what you're turning into and moving into is this peaceful, neutral, loving human being that sees this world as a hologram. And although sometimes it can pull you, you are truly creating resiliency and neutrality to all circumstances. You know that universe, God source, whatever you want to call it. I think I'm just gonna start saying God because there's this TikTok video that I make fun of. The guy's like, universal white light God source, and I'm starting to do it. Yeah, God is always in control of everything. And everything is showing up in your life because it's supposed to show up in your life. And everything that's not supposed to be in your life is meant to leave your life. And if you can just sit there and watch it unfold and just be a part of it without it grabbing you, I mean, lessons get passed on super fast. You don't get stuck in things. You don't get stuck in karmic cycles for long periods of time. This helps to wash away a lot of the crap. So even though the world is going through all this crud monkey stuff, the resiliency that you're acquiring, you're in a sense going to be untouchable. Even though you're going to be in the dynamics, there is a sense of feeling untouchable. And for some reason, Saturday feels like a solidification in this. What else is happening on Saturday? Yeah, you know it too. Like there's a confidence, an air that you're just like, yeah, I create by being. And I create by listening to the messages and then taking action on them. Solidification of that. What are we not aware of on Saturday? A lot of you are going to get tested in relationships this week. It's the thing with relationships, whether you're in a relationship or not, or you're actively dating or not, the relationships that are in your life right now, you're coming towards them with a different quality. There is no longer this old version of you that's wanting to show up in a certain specific way that you always have. You're like, no, I'm going to try on this new identity that I'm aware of, that I can be in relationships, friendships, parents, lovers, you name it. I'm going to show up differently. I'm going to show up in this new quality of just watching it unfold. Watching it all unfold. And if there's pressure or there's clinging energy that you feel in these relationship dynamics, that's just a sign that's trying to point you in a direction that's more flowy. For instance, if you're talking to someone that you know and you don't like something that they said, and it's like, instead of getting onto them and getting in it, it's more of like listening, watching where they're at as a soul and acknowledging them and accepting them. That's the type of energy I'm feeling for Saturday. It feels good. Saturday feels good and light and fun and powerful. Let me go ahead and go into July 28th, Sunday. July 28th, Sunday. Okay. The first image I got was this guy looking at a treasure chest, and I thought he was going to open it up, but instead he looked behind it and he started to wipe cobwebs off of it. Kind of like being overly critical of how dirty the treasure chest was on the outside, and he forgot to open it up and see that there was tons of nuggets and gold inside of the said treasure chest. Say that 3 times. What does this represent? I'm getting on Sunday, you might have a tendency to overlook the blessings that are right in front of you for some of us, and might be looking at things that we're getting kind of hypercritical about, little small things that actually take our awareness off of the blessing that's right in front of us. So this feels like a little bit of a mind day. Sunday has a little bit of a mind energy to it. I'm just getting, the first thing I saw was a car, so some people might not be very good drivers that day, because if they're staring at a stop sign and not driving accordingly, paying attention to the whole picture of their driving experience, and they're narrowed down on that stop sign, they might not be a very good driver that day. So driving might feel a little funny. Also, the way that people talk, if you are talking, someone might pick up on one word you said and go on a completely different topic and not hear you. So that's the type of energy I'm feeling for Sunday. A lot of miscommunication, lack of understanding each other, not seeing the big picture, not seeing someone for who they really are. This is just, take what resonates. These are just little impressions that are coming in for July 28th, Sunday. Collective energy, you might see people disagreeing on, I'm getting like social media platforms, like superly disagreeing. Well, love that word, superly disagreeing on social media. There might be big debates. There might be a fallout of some sort that's going on. There might, I'm picking stuff up about politics a little bit. Politics feels really weird that day. So disagreements. Also, there might be contractual agreements between people, and there might be like missing bits of information. So this is just the energy I'm picking up on. That's what it feels like on Sunday. Me personally, just from hearing this, I'm going to be sitting my ass at home and I'm going to go to nature. And that's it. That's what I'm doing on Sunday. I don't think I'm going to talk to anybody on Sunday, July 28th. By the way, I personally watch these because when I'm reading, I don't have the ability to retain the information. This is all channeled. So I'll come back and watch these YouTube videos for myself because, God, they've been really helpful for me every day that I've watched these. So, keeping the peace, just, do your own thing that day. Chill, like do the best that you can to kind of just do your own thing. If you are in groups of people or you're conversing, it's important to just kind of keep it, don't go too deep. Know that our minds that day want to hold on to things. They want to grasp onto things. And it's not necessarily, it feels like not everyone's brain has the capacity to see the big picture that day. And that's fine. That's the human condition. There is a level of feeling tight in my throat even right now. And when we are excited, that's when all of our ability to see the big picture starts to get narrow. So just know there's kind of like an anxiety that day as well. All right, let me go ahead and ask the Akashic Records, any additional information do you have for us for this week? Any channeled messages? You can manifest it all by letting go. I got stop holding on. Loosen your grip. Enjoy the ride. This is processing time. Process. It's all a process. All right. Let me go with the Akashic Records rant here. The more that you use your intuition on guiding you throughout your day-to-day activities, you're going to see how much flow can occur no matter what you're doing in your life. I'm going to use myself as an example here. I even ask my channel when I should go grocery shopping. I don't have it in my head, I'm going to go grocery shopping right now. I literally ask, should I go grocery shopping? I'm not even kidding. And I'll get a yes, a no, or I'll even ask, hey, what should I do for my business this week? Today, what should I do for my business today? When you follow this sort of system versus I made a checklist and I'm going to do these 10 things today and I'm going to cross it out. And my mind came up with that. When you can when you can shift that, you can even feel the vibration of both of them. One is really jerky, right? The list is jerky. It's tight. It's resistant. It's strong. It has like the energy of I'm setting my path to this frequency. I ask my channel. When you ask your channel basic stuff, the whole universe is conspiring to work with you and to help you and to bring things in to your existence because you're connecting to it. You're not connected to just one energy. You're connected to everything. right? This is where synchronicities happen. This is where, like, the magic, that's just the magic of life happens. And so the purpose of the Akashic Records is to, open up your own Akashic Records and see why we feel stuck, like we feel like we need to hold on to certain aspects of ourselves, and learn how to embody the energy and the frequency that allows us to be in the soul's essence and stay at our intuition. I'm going to use myself as an example one more time. One time I went on vacation. I had an idea of what the vacation would be like. I went to, I didn't have a great time. I had these things all planned out, and then none of it worked out, and it was like, ugh. But when I went on vacation this month, and, I got the message to go to Mount Shasta and to not plan anything. I didn't plan anything. And I had the best time ever. It was so synchronistic. I learned so much from that trip. And then I booked a trip to go to Alaska. But last minute, I had to go on different dates because the person that was in Alaska couldn't do the original dates. Old me, like, restricted me, would have been like, ah! But I was like, you know what? Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why that's happening. And I'm flowing with it. So I didn't cost me anything to change my flights. I ended up having the most beautiful time. Everything lined up. It was better than I could ever imagine, that whole trip. And then I got home 3 hours before the IT glitch, worldwide glitch thing happened. 3 hours before. I also had an intuitive hit last week about it, and I'm just flowing. None of that stuff stressed me out. I'm here just having a good time. I'm listening, I'm asking, I'm receiving messages, I'm flowing with it. I'm in alignment. So this Akashic Records rant is meant for you to just kind of sit with this. Like, how are you utilizing your intuition in your everyday life? All right, guys. I love you so much. Have an amazing July 22nd to July 28th. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.